You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 77 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Oh, we got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos, and won the job for a second year in a row. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. You know, Rodgers probably gone for the season. Winston, I think they could have brought him back, but they were cautious.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Before this next offensive drive gets going, you know, we still have 2 0-6 teams in the NFL, the 49ers and the Browns, and you're looking at me because I know you made a prediction that one of these 2 teams would win this past week.
Yeah, we had the Giants in there going into it as well, right? We had the Giants, 49ers, and Browns, and I predicted that the Browns would be the first to get off the schneid. Instead, it was the Giants. So the Browns looking at me with a little crooked eye, aren't they? Like, hey, just leave us alone and let them.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Play clock winding down. On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense coming back out for Houston. You and I have had discussions about this offense and how potent it can be with Watson, but it might need to be potent given all the injuries on defense.
Yeah, that's a good point, but we weren't even sure that this offense would be this high-powered, were we? Rookie quarterback in Deshaun Watson. We thought they had the right defense for him to play, right? Because you had the #1 ranked defense in the NFL last year. J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Brian Cushing. None of them in the lineup right now. So you're right, that offense has had to change up and become the driver of this football team.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now he's going to throw it back, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, 39 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, it's Watson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Wilson to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Thomas Rawls on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, Charles, to switch gears, I know we've both seen what the NFL has done the last decade or so for breast cancer and the research and raising all the money and awareness. They're broadening the scope this year with the American Cancer Society with the Crucial Catch Initiative, and I think they're doing a really good job.
I love what they've done with that because cancer affects just about everyone in our society, but it's all different types. So it's not just breast cancer, which we've done such a great job, and the leagues have done such a great job of illuminating over the years. But now they're saying, hey, a lot of people affected by many different forms of cancer, so they all have a color associated with them as well. So you're seeing a rainbow of colors that people are now saying, hey, let's bring a little more light to this cause as well.
And for more on the Crucial Catch Initiative, you can go to NFL.com/crucialcatch.
Here we go.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Lamar Miller. And he cuts it right into space. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
A first down carry now for Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flex round. Flex. Come on.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's going to let it go. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. from the shotgun. Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on second is Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Throwing now, Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Let's go! 38!
Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, the defense was in prevent. They still get there.
That means that there's absolutely nowhere to throw the football. No one came open because now you're really getting 3 guys rushing the quarterback. 5 guys should be able to block them, but sometimes time just takes it up and end up getting to him.
The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen,